There's fire on the mountain at the Santiago Bernabéu. Real Madrid are in big problem. There's chaos everywhere, from the board of directors to Don Florentino Perez himself, down to the coaches, and most especially the actors on the pitch of play, the football players. But there seems to be solution coming around. And who is the Almighty Messiah? Yes, none other person than the special one, José Mourinho. But José Mourinho is not without conditions. We know he's a man of principles and he will not do things without guarantee. He's saying that these are my terms. If you do not agree by my terms, then I am not coming again. Like Elizabeth said, sometimes you need to go back to your ex. Yes, with me on the show today are my regular collaborators, my paddy them, like I used to call them, Mide and Elizabeth. They are back here to discuss José Mourinho and his, what do you like? You know, politicians, that's the way they call this thing now, manifesto, yes, and his 3-point agenda for Real Madrid. Elizabeth, how are you doing right now?
I did all right. I did on soft, and it's good to not be witnessing something like this in my club, because we are a club that is well structured,
Where do you become a Real Madrid fan?
coached. I'm talking about us now. I said it's good that I'm not in this position because my team is well coached, well put together. There's structure, there's understanding.
Yeah,
in my team.
Mide is a man of tactics, a lot of tactical knows, and sometimes he knows one or two about coaching. Like I always say, if you need him for your coaching job, you can call me. I'm his agent. Mide, how are you doing? You're welcome to the show.
It's good to be back again, as usual. So let's do it.
Yes, I have a visitor on my show today. He's not a visitor. He's a part and parcel of the team. Please join me as I introduce the gentleman, like I would like to call him, Theophilus. Theophilus, how are you doing today?
I'm good, and I'm very happy to be here. I'm very happy here.
You are very happy. Thank God you are not even discussing about your club, because you have been banter. Yes, for those that do not know, Theophilus is also a Chelsea fan, but we are not talking about Chelsea. Chelsea is in shambles already, and
you don't need to remind me. You don't need to remind me.
I think I just made a mistake with the introduction. It's not a gentleman. Yes, it's not gentle at all. Yes, we are looking at Real Madrid and José Mourinho, and he's asking the Real Madrid hierarchy, these are my terms. If you want me to be your coach, he has been a coach at Real Madrid before, and he's saying he wants to come back. Or there are rumors that will come back. Let me start with the first request. Mide, I think we discussed this few days ago concerning rumors about José Mourinho, and I was asking what kind of contract should they give him. But he's saying that at all, that ain't bad pass. 2 years contract. Mide, 2 years, too little or too much to ask?
It's not too much. In fact, I'm even surprised that a coach of Jose's
Caliber,
statue or
whatever you like,
whatever
like
it
his
is,
stand,
by
the special one.
Yes, he should be asking for more, but it is what it is. And if he's asking for 2 years, I think Madrid will be willing to give him, because that is the barest minimum we can give a manager, going to the season. But that is not actually what I think should be the major talking point. So, but 2 years is still very, very, very fair, and he deserves more if going by his record and what he has done for Real Madrid. So,
well, maybe looking at his past records with the various clubs that he has coached, Mourinho does not survive past the 3 year mark.
Well,
so maybe that's why he's asking them. Just give me 2 years.
Let's see how it goes this time around.
Elizabeth, do you feel like 2 years is enough for Mourinho to repair all the rubbish that we are seeing at Real Madrid right now?
well, it might not be enough, but at least to an extent, it's sufficient to do those, to clear those, baggages, those nonsense happening in that dressing room, especially because, when you hear rumors of players not talking to their manager, it baffle me, it give me headache, because this Real Madrid team, how would you be having beef with the person that gives you instruction? So he's a man that when it comes to that Real Madrid team, he can bring that stability. That in aura alone. Say he entered dressing room, say now Mourinho they coach you, now Mourinho they follow you talk. Who be your papa? So if you check, if you want say you won't disobey anything. So I think that it might not be enough to do all those, to clear off those damages, but it is enough for him to an extent to bring that stability into that dressing room.
Well, Real Madrid have suffered over 120 injuries in the last 2 years, and Mourinho is telling them, you cannot win something important if you are struggling and battling with injuries every now and then. And how do I solve that? Mourinho is saying, that if you want me as the coach of Real Madrid, then you must allow me choose my backroom staff.
That is a no-brainer for any coach that knows his onion and that is worthy of his credentials.
Yeah.
And Mourinho has actually has shown over the years that he's that kind of manager. So, unless you're a rookie or a manager of no substance, you will not be asking for that. And I don't think that is too much for somebody like José Mourinho. And looking at the fitness level of Madrid players, like you said, the record speaks for itself. 120 injuries.
In the last 2 years.
It's not even up to 2 years. Let's say it's 2 years. That is huge.
It's too bad.
That is too much.
Yes.
So, and I think Madrid need to look into their medical team. Are they doing enough to get these players, or are they rushing the players back from injury?
Better treatment.
Exactly. Aside that, like, what is it like? Going out to build players into, not being injured every now and then, whatever training or fitness regimen that is given to them. So these are the things that he wants to because Mourinho, I think he had this issue at Chelsea too. When he had that famous or infamous bust up with Eva Cainero at Chelsea. Though Eva was part of his own crew. So it was more or less like, so he wants his team. He wants
my players should be available as when I win them.
He wants people he can trust with players, because he knows once he trusts you, he knows his players would actually not be out injured for a very long time. And the way he wants to play his football, there is a certain level of
physical fitness.
Aside physical fitness, the balance in gym work, ball work, and training, and the diet is very, very important. So I think that is why Mourinho is hammering on that point.
Theophilus, do you agree that Mourinho should be the one choosing his own fitness coach, or he should leave that with Real Madrid?
He should be the one. He should be the one choosing the coach.
Simple and straightforward. No argument. Just go there.
It's the truth.
Because he knows what he wants. He knows what will work for him. He knows what will get him trophies. So he should be the one.
And if anything
to make
goes
the
bad
players
again,
available, it's going to be on him, because I know Madrid, their fans, their players, even their board, they are quick to point fingers at their managers.
Exactly.
Well, another thing Mourinho is saying that if you want me as your coach, then I should be the one in charge. There's nothing about this one is saying this one, the board directors are saying this, the coach is saying this, the board directors are saying this is what I want to play. Mourinho is saying that I should be the one in charge of team selection. Who I want to play plays. Who I do not want to play does not play. You do you agree with that?
it is 100%. A lot of people, case studies, as it has us now, a lot of people have actually come in with criticism of every form about a team selection, his tactics, and all interview. And one thing that Arsenal have actually gained by trusting Meta is that it has, in a way, killed off player power at the club. And there's this understanding between the players. The players now, they know if you don't listen to the manager,
You're not
you are
playing.
You're
the
out.
one. You don't play, and you'll be sold off. And they want to be a part of a team that will actually bring back the glory days as Arsenal. So the same thing is happening at Real Madrid. It has, and this is not the first time it's happening at Real Madrid. It once happened before José Mourinho came in 2010. Before, when Pep Guardiola and Barca were on the rise in dominating the Spanish football and all of that. So his arrival marked the emergence of Real Madrid that we know now. The mentality shift from what it used to be. I remember Rodino was saying something about Madrid players being mentally down already before any Clasico game, because there was one time that they had to go to Stamford Bridge to get a draw when they played 1-1, and the following game was or the game before, when they had an Atletico and another tough game at Stamford Bridge. And normally you want to be like, how am I going to approach this game, because you have two very strong
games here.
And they were playing at Bernabéu, and they went to Bernabéu and won 6-2 at Real Madrid. So that alone, when Mourinho came in, he brought back that mentality that this cannot continue. The fact that you have been shit before I came doesn't mean you have to be we have to work. We have to show these people, even though they are better than us, we have to give. Even though they are going to beat us, let them work for that win.
Yes,
They just
the
make it.
momentum.
So that mentality needs to change, and there's no way to do that until you have the autonomous power when it comes to picking players, and then your team selection and tactics and approach. So this is one area that Mourinho, knowing what Real Madrid is all about, because Madrid dressing room is a team that is full of ego and too much player power. So if he doesn't tackle it at the very beginning, I think he's going to fall victim of the same thing that happened to Xabi Alonso.
Well,
So,
there's always a term that absolute power corrupts absolutely. Elizabeth, do you believe that Mourinho should be given all the power to, and this includes selling players that he believes are dead within the team?
Well, right now, they should not give him the absolute power, because when people get intoxicated when they're in charge, they tend to make mistakes. I am not saying he should not get the power to decide the kind of selection, the players that he wants to play and all of that. Those are good, but at times you need to be checked. There are times that we are humans, human management might want to come into play that you are a certain player, you don't fancy him. It might be good, but you don't fancy him, and it's needed for the team. So those are things that they need to check on. But for me, I think he still needs to get the absolute power, because there was a time under Alonso that Vinicius Jr. was saying that he will not sign a contract if Alonso remains the coach. Now there are rumors of Mbappe getting into an altercation with Bernabéu. And you don't do that to your manager. He is the man in charge for that moment. Probably they feel like they're too big. And then to an extent, I think he needs that power, because if you don't have that power over the likes of Vinicius, Riga, all these players that, they've accumulated so many titles to your name that, it gives them that flair, that power, that ego that who will be when you won't follow me talk. So they still need to give him that, that power to control some things in the game, but not absolute power. We are humans. We are meant to, we are bound to make mistakes, and we are bound to get intoxicated with that power.
Theophilus, let me round up with you quickly. Mourinho is a very, very strong man.
Yeah.
He calls himself the special one, and he has the right to call himself the special one because he has done it across. I think the only clubs he has not won the first division title should be probably Tottenham. And probably Benfica. And the funny thing is, this season is about to go invisible. Though he won't be winning the title, the Portuguese league title, but he's going invisible. He has not lost a single match in the league with Benfica. Now, these players are ill-disciplined. Everybody knows that. Can Mourinho, how will I say it? Can he get that discipline back at Real Madrid?
Yeah, he can. He can.
He's that man.
He's the man. He's who you think he is.
Is him, Abi?
Yes.
He's him. The special one.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
That's Mourinho. He will bring back that discipline.
If anybody can bring back the military iron fist rule at Real Madrid.
So you believe the kind of manager Real Madrid needs now is not the fatherly pamper kind of manager?
Right now, if you keep pampering these guys, they will get spoiled. Yes. That was what they enjoyed under Ancelotti. And all of them just start getting rotten more and more. They need that man that will control them and tell them what to do. Because right now, the talent is there. We can't deny that. They have the talent. They have they have those. They can turn up when they want to turn up. They have the experience. So we don't need you when you want to turn up. We want you to turn up all the time to bring back that prestige, because right now a lot of teams are no longer afraid to play Madrid, whether at Bernabéu or away from home, and they need to bring that it needs that discipline. Imagine players getting into an altercation and they throw blow. Yes, Valverde and then Tchouaméni, they talk. Imagine players that they are supposed to play together, and they're not just players, teammates. They are midfielders that they select them together for the same, for game. They go compete. One go day 6, one go day 8. Imagine players they throw blow today, where they rush Baba, they go hospital today. That's to tell you how this team needs discipline.
Yeah.
Carreras regarding the fight. They keep malice with your coach. Those are things that is not acceptable in any football team. So they need that discipline.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are Mourinho's own demand, and I want to believe that for the man of Florentino Perez, he has seen enough. He has seen players come and go. He has been able to build Real Madrid to where they are right now. He's one of the most successful presidents at Real Madrid. And I want to believe that
in world football.
And I want to believe he will not want his legacy ruined by some set of over-pampered ill-mannered, thank you, and a lot of negative adjectives that you want to call the caliber of players that you have at Real Madrid right now. My name is Adi Damola. Please remember to follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and X at Score City NG. Please do subscribe on our YouTube channel at Score City NG. Like, subscribe, comment. We'd love to hear your heartbeats. What do you think about Mourinho's demands? Are they too much? Can Real Madrid do it? Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.